So inside this tractor trailer, it's a very nice one from Reliable. There are a couple cars. One is a Maserati, nothing to do with me. The other is a Tiguan. Yes, that is for us. This is a 2021 Volkswagen Tiguan, but it's not just any Tiguan. This one was built in Puebla, Mexico, and then shipped on a ship to Baltimore, and then put on a truck directly to me. It didn't go to a dealership, it didn't pass go, it didn't get anything. It literally came direct to this spot from the factory because it is part of the Volkswagen USA Enthusiast Fleet. And that's a pretty special thing. So let's hang out, let's catch up on this, about what we're doing, about where it's going, and let's have some Tiguan fun. About 1 o'clock in the morning. Brandon is just finishing up welding on the pretty custom Borla exhaust. So this is a proper exhaust hanger right there. Unfortunately, we could only find one, so there's a random piece of pink metal just welded to it there. So in the morning, about 7 a.m., I'm gonna go and find another one, put the car, I'll probably just jack it up instead of putting it back on the lift and just weld that back on. Otherwise, we're in pretty good shape. We need to get a clamp for there, so the whole back system will just be removable once that's clamped. Yeah, just about finished. Well, if you're hearing a weird noise, it's because there's a little gas heater running over there, which is actually got it up to 46 degrees in here. So not bad, but anyway. What I'm working on right now is a trunk install for, well, lifestyle, if you're a cyclist. So this is a OEM Volkswagen Accessories headrest adapter, headrest holder. Your headrests go through here and it gives you this little slot, and then into there you can plug in accessories. So this one is a coat hanger, jacket hanger, sure. But you can also just press the little release button, slide it out, and then you could put in your kid's iPad holder or whatever else, a mirror to look at your kids or something. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is disassemble this. You can see there's a bunch of screws underneath. Harvest the metal bracket from inside, and then I'm going to weld on a helmet holder. The fun and interesting thing is I've worked out that the rear headrests have the same diameter and placement as the fronts. So this will sit in the rear one, come through into the trunk, and give you a helmet holder right there in the middle of the trunk. Well, disassembled, some of it gets recycled, some of it gets reused, and some absolute terrible booger welds at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I apologize for that. But once it's cooled down, give it a coat of paint and get it installed. Next. So the Volkswagen Enthusiast Fleet, what is that? I hear you asking. Well, it's really special because unlike, well, Volkswagen UK, almost Volkswagen Germany, Austria, Holland, Belgium, South Africa, Volkswagen USA does something almost unique in the world. And every year they take one of each of their models and basically modify them. And it's 2017, 18, 19, 2020. Well, shows didn't happen, so there was no 2020 Enthusiast Fleet. But there's been a lot of cars, and they are built with a lot of the best manufacturers. You name top wheel companies, top suspension companies, you name it, they've been part of it. I mean, let's go. BBS, Airlift, KW, H&R, Vossen, Rotiform, 1552, the list goes on and on and on. And these cars are built each year and taken around to different events all over the United States, where Sean Maynard and his team put on a great show within a show, and they give away posters, they give away t-shirts, lanyards, all free of charge to Volkswagen enthusiasts. And some of those posters and t-shirts become pretty collectible because they're great designs done by Volkswagen enthusiasts. So I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down here. This is a special treat. And this year, well, I could give it a Tiguan. There's a Jetta, an Atlas, there's a lot of other cars being built. I got the Tiguan. So, we wanted to film more of this, but honestly, it's turned pretty hectic because, well, all of the lifts that we just put in over there. So that was one of the things, and lots of other projects. Also, we got to tidy up because I was here literally overnight, no sleep last night, to get this finished. Mother Nature also threw something in the works because, well, we've had lots and lots and lots of snow, and FedEx, UPS, USPS, all of our postal services are very, very backed up. So when I've been overnighting suspension from SolarWorks, it took 7 days to get here. And in fact, this box from Black Forest Industries just arrived right now, 20 minutes before this goes on a truck. So I'm going to put on the spacers right now. What are they going on? Well, they're going on a set of 20 by 10.5 rotiforms. Yes, I want to try and do something a little different. So we're going to go a little bigger. We're going to drive bigger. We're going to go a little bit urban base camp, because I don't think a lot of Tiguans are going to be going off-roading, etc. But I want to be able to bomb around town with a great big bicycle, which is about to come out of the back of my Passat into this. It's an incredible Marin carbon fiber, Fox suspension. It's nuts. But that's what I think this car should be about. Bombing around town, hitting potholes if you have to, but then going out into the country, blasting the back roads with 285 width Continental tires. So just going back, I don't want to say like the mini trucks, but kind of going back to that previous era. So that's what I've tried to go with. The graphics are not on yet. They are a little bit in the front, but we've got some ground effects. I've taken a lot of Volkswagen accessories catalog and put that into it. If Ralph wants to show you on the B-roll as well, we have the beautiful Forge 6-piston brakes. There's a lot. So again, I just literally finished welding. Some of the trunk is covered up, but inside the trunk, air compressor for your bicycle. We've got a helmet holder. We do have the brand new SolarWorks suspension, who actually are the sponsors of these videos for way longer than just the supplier for the suspension on this project. What is special about this is it's been designed in California and not like Apple, where it's made elsewhere. The springs for this exact coilover setup are literally made in California specifically for the USA and for a street performance Tiguan, which I think is mind-blowing. So very happy to put them on there. However, with the 285, I knew that the fitment was going to be a little bit difficult. So we're over at Midtown Tire. They have a very beautiful ground level drive-in alignment rack, which is a godsend, but they allowed us to, well, use the tools built into the rack to level the suspension. Not corner balancing, more aesthetically, but that made a huge difference because this car is so low, I can't get it on the rack, which with the snow makes it really difficult to drive in and out. But these are all just things that we got to deal with in January and very early February in Pennsylvania. Right now, though, I'm going to open up this box from Black Forest Industries. Let me jump over all the mess. I hate it when it's a mess in here. Let me cut this box open. We'll see what's in there, and then we're going to get this mounted up. So the Borla exhaust is not available for this car yet. Oof. All right, let's talk Borla for a moment. But a lot of welding, a whole lot of fabrication, Borla stainless steel parts. I think it's going to sound perfect, and then hopefully in the future, maybe Borla will develop a complete factory system, so a lot less fabrication, etc. So hit them up in the comments, tag them, let them know you saw it on Jamie's YouTube. All right, here we go. Got a Black Forest Industries shift knob, Alcantara. So looking pretty snazzy there. It is an automatic, so this is a automatic and DSG one, and it's the new mechanism. So I'm very excited for that. Their boxes are beautiful. All right, what do we got here? We've got spacers. They look like 15 mil. I don't know what's in this. Ooh. Billet DSG shift paddles. However, I have to fit a whole different steering wheel and everything else. So sadly, these are not going on this project, but we'll find something else for that. We've got a Black Forest Industries shift boot. Again, Alcantara. This is hand stitched in North Carolina. Long wheel bolts, 15 millimeter, 20 millimeter, and 10 millimeter. And then let's see, this is a 20 millimeter and a 10. So let me think. Right now we've got 20 in the front. We're going to go down to a 15. And then in the rear, we're going to go to a 20. So there's that. And the most important question I have right up here. Nope. This is literally happening right now. We are rushing. I put them in the door pocket so that I knew where they would be when the car arrived. Boom. The rotiform hub-centric ring does sit entirely flush on there. So I'm going to bolt this on. Right now it's got 20 in the front. We're going to go to a 15 with the correct ball seat bolts for the rotiform, because the rotiforms do use OEM ball seat, which I think is a very nice touch. In the rear, we're going to go out 5mm more, so we're going to go to a 20, again with the correct hub-centric ring, etc. And then we're going to drive it out on the snow, get it on a truck, and then I'm going to do a timing belt and replace the entire cooling system on the Gulf country, because I'm going to try and drive that tonight, tomorrow morning. I didn't sleep last night, it sucks. I'm going to drive it 1,100 miles to Florida, where I'll meet it there. I'll be there by the time it arrives in the tractor trailer with the rest of the Enthusiast fleet. I'm going to camp. I'm going to avoid COVID like the plague. And after that, I'm going to drive 2,000 miles to Colorado, to western Colorado, to an ice track where I'm going to be filming with Mr. Tanner Faust and Volkswagen. And then I'm going to drive to Minnesota, again in a 1990 Gulf country that's not available for sale in the USA. I had to import it. So 6,000 miles, leaving tomorrow. Right now it needs tires, it needs a headliner doing, it needs the interior sorting, the radio doesn't work, it needs a timing belt. Good. Let's just show you this. You may have seen it before. We've actually got a video on that. We'll link it at the end of this video. For now though, unless I'm forgetting anything, in which case Ralph will cut to it now. Bicycle is loaded up, truck is waiting around the corner. Yeah, we have some wires kind of hanging out still, but whatever. Let's go deliver it to the truck. Shave the wiper. Did I forget something? For now though, thanks again to SoloWorks. Thanks again to everybody who's been part of this. Thanks again to Volkswagen of America for trusting me with a beautiful new Tiguan. Yeah, stay tuned. For now though, hit that subscribe button, wash your cars, wash your hands, and take care. Goodbye.